We have quite a show for you today, Sonnies. It is 3 o'clock on this Swatch Watch, and I can't be late because I got a date with Sunny TV.
Yeah.
We have the show that's on in the afternoon, or the cool kids know it as
Afternoon Delight.
That's right. My Sunny Honeys over here. We got Mel in the co-host seat, and we've got a pop culture Thunderdome quiz with the second David in her life. We have David Hasselhoff
I don't
theme
know
today.
if you guys know this, but David Hasselhoff is one of my favorite actors of all time, and one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yes,
Baywatch.
awesome. It shows. We also have Meme It or Leave It. The Boat Drinks Meme It or Leave It today. We've got some sassy ones. Excited to get
Lord.
into that. Ooh, we got a Reddit rundown report.
Are we done with incest?
Yes, we are done with that. We're now moving on to
Don't say
if
it.
you've ever waited tables before, you will appreciate
I'm gonna get so
this
pissed.
one. Yeah, definitely. You're definitely going to have a little moment here. We have Is This News? Mel sent over 3 news stories, and we're going to be the judge and the jury to let her know, is this news or is this just a bunch of hot air?
News.
And of course, we're finishing off today with Hey Girl Hey, horrible horoscopes.
Who's on this hot seat today?
Libra and Scorpio. I'm on deck today. Libra and Scorpio, Man of Mystery. We'll get into that. But give me the theme song of Baywatch.
Some people stand in the darkness, afraid to step into the light.
The light.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Yes, it's such a good theme song. It's second best to America's Greatest Hero.
All right, well, you're going to be first best today.
I'm going to win today. I
All
feel
right,
it.
I'm excited. All right, this first question about the Hoff
Yeah,
edition.
that's how we refer to him.
First is true or false? David Hasselhoff once had a music career that was more successful in Europe than in the United States.
True.
Okay, wow, very confident. Now, first one is second one is multiple guess. Which iconic TV show made David Hasselhoff a household name in the 1980s? Was it Miami Vice? Was it Knight Rider? Was it Magnum PI? Or was it Dallas?
Knight Rider, another one of my favorite shows.
Oh my goodness, Kit.
Yes.
Next up, true or false? David Hasselhoff personally sang at the fall of the Berlin Wall.
False.
Okay. Next up, multiple guess. What was the name of Hasselhoff's talking car in Knight Rider? Was it Car with a K? Was it Kit? Was it Kit with 2 T's? Or was it Kite?
Kit with 2 T's.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Next up, true or false? David Hasselhoff holds a Guinness World Record for being the most watched man on TV.
True.
Oh, wow. Really? Interesting. Next up, multiple guess. Which one of these songs became a massive hit for Hasselhoff in Germany? Was it Jump in My Car? Was it Looking for Freedom? Was it I've Had the Time of My Life? Or was it Don't Stop Believin'?
I think it's Looking for Freedom.
Okay.
B.
All right. Number 7. David Hasselhoff appeared on Broadway in Chicago.
True.
Oh, surprised you didn't go see him. Number 8. In Baywatch.
Oh my God, too easy.
What was Hasselhoff's character's name? Was it Mitch Buck Buchanan? Was it Jack Tanner? Was it Rick Hunter? Or was it Sam Malone?
Mitch Buchanan, that was too easy.
All right, number 9. True or false? David Hasselhoff once starred in a SpongeBob SquarePants movie cameo.
True.
Oh, wow. Ooh. It must have been for the paycheck. Number 10. Which country unexpectedly made Hasselhoff a pop music superstar? Was it Italy, Germany, Sweden, or Spain?
B. Germany.
All right. No, baby Thunderdome today. We are
Not
ready.
When it comes to the Hoff, baby.
Not when it comes to the Hoff.
Some people stand in the darkness.
All right, let me get that answer key.
Afraid to step into the light.
I'm in the light. Here we
Yeah.
go. First question, which was once had a music career that was more successful in Europe than U.S. Is that true or
True.
false? You said true? Okay, great. Hoff was huge in Germany and Austria, selling millions of records, while Americans were like, wait, what is things?
It's like we're really big in Asia with our songs.
Huge. I'm huge. Number 2, what did you say?
Knight Rider.
Correct. Knight Rider from 1982 to 1986 made him a global star. Kit with 2 T's honestly had co-star energy. Number 3, you said?
False.
This was correct. It is false. He didn't sing at the exact fall,
No.
but he did perform "Looking for Freedom" on the Berlin Wall shortly after, and Germans ate it up. All right. Next up, number 4, you said?
Kit with 2 T's.
Correct. Knight Industries 2000 is what KIT stands for. Basically Siri before Siri. Next up, number 5, what did you say?
True.
True is correct. Between Knight Rider and Baywatch, he was seen over 1 billion viewers worldwide. Wow, that's amazing.
Oh,
now
yeah.
that's an influencer.
Oh, yes.
Number 6, what did you say?
B, Looking for Freedom.
That is-
after the Berlin Wall fell.
Also correct. The song became an unofficial anthem of German reunification. The Hof had geopolitical impact. Next up, you said?
We've never needed the Hoff more than we do now.
That is true. I feel that.
I said true. He did appear in Chicago.
You're right. He played Billy Flynn and actually got strong reviews. Like, sir, he's multi-talented, multifaceted.
Yeah, underestimated.
Easy question on this next one. You said?
Mitch Buchanan, A.
Correct.
Ah,
The
it's
slow
too
motion
easy.
king himself, Mitch Buchanan.
Yes.
Number 9, you said?
True.
That is right. He literally carried SpongeBob and Patrick across the ocean like a human speedboat. No notes. All right, and our final question for your perfect score. What did you say?
B, Germany.
Correct.
Yeah.
Germany said you're not just an actor, you're a music icon, and they meant it.
Listen, don't come for me with the Hoff.
You got a perfect score,
Yeah,
correct,
as soon
young
as
lady?
You said it was David Hasselhoff. I knew it.
Congratulations.
You're
You
welcome.
will celebrate this win with those beautiful furry little critters over at Capybara Cafe.
Some people stand in the darkness.
Looking for your wild side with a gentle twist, Sonnies? Say hello to the Capybara Cafe, Florida's most unforgettable animal experience. Get up close and personal with capybaras, reptiles, and the cutest exotic creatures around, all while learning, laughing, and making a real impact. Every visit supports animal shelters, provides sustainability, and delivers educational magic for the whole fam. So don't just scroll, scurry over to thecapybaracafe.com and book your encounter now. The Capybara Cafe, where curiosity lives and your wild heart gets to roam.
Meme it or leave it.
Oh, yes, we're here. Meme it or leave it. The boat drinks, meme it or leave it. I got some spicy ones like this first one. This girl on Instagram was pissing me off, and she posted her plane ticket. I called to cancel her flight.
Shut up. Oh my God, I would do that. That's genius.
That's why I put it in here.
Done.
Next up, only fine older women are cougars. If you ugly, you a hyena. Next up, I gave up trying to get this sports bra off.
Oh,
and it's
yes.
now a hat. Yeah.
That's true, man. It's a difficult thing.
Shimmy and shake. Next up, this is the annual board meeting for gas station boner pill executives.
Ew.
It's always those ones like get hard instantly. Like,
Yeah.
who creates those things?
Those
Are
guys?
these DBs?
That's
Yeah.
what they look like.
Next up, here he is, Willie
Yeah.
Nelson. Hope the cost of living doesn't get any higher. And there's the cost of living right in
Yes.
your face. Yeah,
Done.
skunky. Next up, upon choosing a fast checkout lane, the person in front of you will immediately trigger a uniquely complex legal dispute over a coupon for tinned peas.
Why does this happen to me? This is me in the grocery store every freaking
It's
time.
always the person in front of you that like, oh, can I
Oh.
get a rain check? It's like,
I
for
have a
God's
coupon.
sakes.
Oh, screwing you and your coupon. You don't need 12 bottles of ketchup.
You can dispute it, but you're going to have the form in a triplicate. Yeah, it's
Get
like
outta
ridiculous.
here.
All right, next up. If you call me and you're talking to people in the background,
I'm hanging up on you.
I'm hanging up on you. Yep, definitely.
I'm done with that.
I'm sick of that.
My
Pay
little sister does
attention.
that.
Yeah.
Tiffany does that. So
Hate that.
And I
It's
hang up on her.
It is a pet peeve. Yeah.
yeah, stupid.
Next up, once you start giving the waiter a hard time, I already know I'm never going out with you again.
Exactly.
Yeah, done.
Or if you're a shitty tipper.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Next up, first date idea. Go to the store and ask them to take the cart back. If they leave it in the middle of the parking lot, drive away because they're trash.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I hate those people.
Me too. It is very important. You need to put that cart
Yeah,
back where you
man.
found it. God.
Dude.
And finally, ladies in Costco didn't appreciate my suggestion. If they wanted to block the aisle more efficiently, they could stack their carts on top of each other.
Yeah.
Come on.
It sounds like something I would say.
Pay attention to people around you.
Oh, my God. Let's go to
Jeez,
boat
I
drinks.
need a drink.
Somewhere between lunch and legend, there's a place where the day slips off its mundane. Helmed by Captain Rob and Captain Whitney, part hosts, part legends, part beautifully orchestrated icons. This isn't just a bar, it's a daytime escape portal for people who refuse to live boring lives. Boat Drinks Bar is the vibe to thrive, to stay alive. You didn't plan to stay all afternoon, but Boat Drinks has never been concerned with your plans. Find your escape in Uptown St. Augustine, 123 San Marco Avenue, where the afternoons arrive fashionably late and leave comfortably transformed. Boat Drinks.
All right, now it's time for the crown jewel of the show. We have Addie's Reddit rundown report.
Oh, God, here we go.
Have you ever waited tables before?
Me? Oh, yes, for many, 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 many years.
So you're familiar with what goes on with
Oh,
waiting
my
the
God,
tables
yes.
and all different walks of life that
Oh,
you've
my
served
God.
over the
Listen,
years.
if you've never waited tables, it is a different type of customer service. You really find out how shitty people are.
Oh, get ready.
Oh, I probably won't be surprised. It probably happened to me before.
So this is the best of Redditor updates, and the subreddit is Guy tips big to impress the date, but returns afterwards to take the money back.
Oh, hell no.
All right, here we go.
I mean, I've been stiffed. Like, people haven't tipped me on like a $400 tab before, but don't come.
How about
I'm
this?
not giving
This
it back
is
to you.
Almost, I'm thinking the character George Costanza from Seinfeld.
Oh, that's my least favorite character.
Exactly. This is
Oh,
something he would do.
God.
Very douchey. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We had a guy come in last night with his date. Throughout the evening, he was the picture of courtesy and good manners. He
Oh, there's the first clue.
He complimented me, thanked me every time I came to refresh the waters or check on the table, made a point to be forgiving of a kitchen mistake, super extra nice, the dream customer, really. I appreciated it, but didn't delude myself that I was the source and figured he was just in a good mood because the date was going well. They were chatting, laughing, and having a great time, so I assumed I was an indirect beneficiary. He was certainly in some kind of celebratory mood because he was sparing no expense. He asked for our highest quality of wine.
Oh, he doesn't got the dollars.
She got our most expensive entree. He ordered one of every appetizer for her to sample. When she made a remark that she was having trouble deciding, it was a real feast. So the evening starts wrapping up and I get their check. I asked if they'll be together or separate. She starts to say separate, but he makes a big deal saying, "Oh, are you kidding? Together? We're definitely together. You
Ew.
never have to pay when you're with me, babe." And so on and so forth. Then he slides me the credit card. I get everything sorted and bring out the receipt. He fills it out, and it came to $289 total.
It's not too bad for all the appetizers and a good bottle of wine and 2 entrees. That's
True story.
Actually, okay.
True story. He doesn't even blink and makes a big show about leaving me a $100 tip.
What a douche.
He thanks me for my service and emphasizes what a lovely night they had. Of course, a tip that size is exceptional, so I thanked him profusely. He said he was there was no need to thank him, and goes on a big tear about how underappreciated wait staff are, to just think of it as a stand-in for all of the
Oh my God, I hate
ingrates
people like this.
that have treated me wrong during my career. Don't plan to tip. Don't plan to eat out, you know. Those kinds of people. Looking at
hate
the
these kind of people.
mesmerized girl the whole time and didn't give me a glance. I could care less where he was looking. I was looking at the upcoming $100. I thanked him again and said I hope to see them back soon, and that was that. So he helps her into her coat and off they go. Great night. I was riding high. About 90 seconds later, he's back in the door without her this time, going, "I think I left my..." Then when the door shut, looking to make sure he was out of earshot, he goes with the slightest shade of shame or embarrassment, "Mark the tip down to $20, hun. I was just playing it up for my date. You understand." And then turns to leave.
Nope, don't do it.
I understood, but not how he hoped I would. But I couldn't make a scene in the middle of my work. That's not my place. So I said one more time in order to give his conscience a chance to let it sink in. Okay, sir, you'd like to amend your tip from $100 to $20. Is that correct? Even though I didn't show a hint of displeasure in my voice, he shot back extremely hostile this time. Yes. And if I see a cent over the 20 on there, I'm going to dispute the whole meal with my credit card vendor.
He's gonna dispute it anyway, so you might as well just do it.
So don't try to pull anything. The most frustrating part for me, it was not going from over a 30% tip to under now 10%, but rather that this poor girl was being strung along with no idea who the guy was behind her back. It was extremely manipulative of him, and which is a major red flag. I had my fair share of toxic relationships in the past and really wish someone had pulled the blinders off my eyes. So desperately wanted to do something to alert this girl to trick the guy that he had to alert the guy that the trick the guy that had pulled, hoping it would be a catalyst to her questioning his other actions. But again, I was at work and this was just not my place.
Right.
So I altered the bill and that was that. Then just in time, something occurred to me and I darted outside, hoping to catch them in the parking lot. I got lucky. They parked on the street. Instead, he was still dealing with the parking meter. So I flagged him down and rushed across the street, nearly stumbling into traffic in my haste for a delicious moment. His date was already in the car, but rolled down her window since no one expects the waitress to follow you out to your car, waving her arms like a crazy person. I made it across and said more loudly enough for her to hear, "Sir, we amended your tip from $100 down to $20 as you requested, but you'll actually need to fill out a different receipt reflecting your new total for our records. Your old receipt still has the original $100 tip written on it, but since you came in and asked us to
sign again.
But since you came in and asked us to charge you $20 instead, we can't have a discrepancy in our records. I hope you understand this is just a bookkeeping regulation that goes way above me. It has nothing to do with your retroactively downgrading your tip from $20 to $100. We're just glad you enjoyed your evening." His jaw hit the floor. He tried to pretend as though he didn't know what I was talking about, trying to give me some line about, "I think you're after someone else. I'd only come back because I forgot my keys." But I would not let it rest. The more he played dumb, the more I repeated versions of, "You wanted to change your tip from $100 down to $20. You came back in," on and on. So he went back and forth for a few more seconds and finally went, "Okay, whatever. Sorry for the miscommunication. If you need me to fill out a new receipt, I can." And I totally even-keeled was like, "You only need to fill out a new receipt if you want to change your tip from $100 to $20. Keeps repeating it over and over. And I'm guessing,
it's like the copy and paste response to a text and the person's not getting what you're saying.
Right. And I'm guessing he didn't have the money in his account because he did it. He filled out the new receipt. What an asshole. His girlfriend was visibly shocked, and the man was staring daggers through me. You could feel the rage emanating off of him. It was vicariously quite satisfying in a place of other toxic men I never did get that confrontation with. All the bad tippers, ironically, the exact kind he made a righteous speech about, decrying just a few minutes beforehand. And then off they drove. I'm not sure to patronize our restaurant ever again, but hopefully never go out together again. It was my end goal and made it totally worth it. And even though I didn't show a hint of displeasure in my voice, he shot back extremely hostile. So what do you think?
Oh my God, that was like 50 Cent petty.
I love that. It just dawned on her in that moment to be like, this is my moment.
It's true. If you have a credit card receipt and something changes, you have to get them to re-sign it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. He's the type of person that's going to go dispute it anyway, so you're not going to get that tip.
So what point of, because first dates, I feel like you're putting your best foot forward. You're actually, it's kind of like an audition.
Yeah, but also too, I don't understand people like this, that if you don't have the money to do something, just don't try to do it
Well, that's
and
my
be Big Willie style.
My first question to you is, why is trying to impress someone turn into a manipulation?
I think that's because some people have to feel validated and they need to feel more special than they really are. So if I can impress someone, we all know people like that.
Right. What was this about? Was it about impressing the first
No, it's
date?
his own ego.
You think controlling
Yeah.
is what he was really trying to go after?
First of all, when I used to wait tables and bartend and somebody said, here's an extra tip because I know how you guys get treated. Right then, I'm like, nope, I'm not coming back to this person.
But
Because they're douches.
But this guy really kind of made kindness as transactional. That's kind of what
No,
I'm
he
hitting
was-
at here.
He was very condescending. That's
Yeah.
not kindness. He's
Yeah.
condescending. He's a douche. He's like looking down on her because she's a server. That's how those people act.
I mean, the $100 tip was just a prop at that point, right? Because he was just kind of,
he
manipulating
probably-
the
as soon
situation.
as he got in the-
And she was like, "Oh, I'm with such a baller."
Well, and as soon as he got home and dropped her off, he went ahead and disputed the charge with his credit card company.
Oh,
I guarantee.
absolutely.
I bet you 90 cents.
Do you think this behavior is actually a warning sign, like she
Yes.
said? Like, do you think this is red
Fakers,
flags?
man.
Yeah.
Yes.
What does it reveal about how he treats other people when no one's
He's
watching?
a slime bucket.
Yeah, yeah. Wonder what he does for a living, right?
Ew, he's probably like a what am I trying to say?
A lawyer.
No. I don't know. I can't think of it.
How important is someone treats service workers in judging character? I think it's extremely important.
Because everybody deserves respect.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that look down on people because of their careers, those are the biggest people I can't stand.
Right.
Like people who treat like janitors or like the garbage people. Our garbage people, these guys are the coolest people when they come down the street.
Mm-hmm.
I always wave and say hello. One guy, the guy that drives the truck, he's always like dancing and having a good time. They're awesome, and they're always polite, and they never throw the garbage cans all over the place. And one time, Daisy was in the window, and Luna, they were barking at the garbage guys, and the garbage guys were like, "Oh, come on, dogs, it's just us. We see you every Tuesday."
And they left, and they're like, "See you next Tuesday."
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, so put your HR hat on here for a second.
Okay.
I mean, we know, obviously, we've been frontline workers for many, many years. Did the server cross the line
Yes.
here?
You never leave and chase anyone down for a tip because it's dangerous. But number two, it's a policy in a lot of restaurants and
Right, yeah.
stuff. You just don't do it.
This
So
would probably be grounds for some sort of
she'd
suspension,
probably
I
be
think.
fired. She could be fired for
Well,
this.
I mean, in a court of law, she could bounce this back and say, legally, he has to sign for the new tip.
Correct, but if she's going against protocol on handbook and stuff she signed, then no, she would still be at fault. She could still be fired.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is a really
It's just dangerous.
odd situation. I mean, how much of morality is tied to visibility here in this story?
Yeah.
What kind of person do you think he is versus what he actually is? Like, how do people perceive him? You think like businessman in the front,
Yeah.
douchebag in the back?
Like a really tragic mullet haircut. That's this guy.
Yeah. Do you think he actually like really believed that he was going to get away with this?
Yeah.
I think he would, if he really, well, I feel like he would have been out of that parking lot faster than to worry
He couldn't
about
figure out how to work a pay meter.
the stupid meter. Yeah, douche. Yeah. I mean,
Get
he's probably
outta
going
here.
to, he's probably going to contest
Dude,
that
sit
too.
all the way down.
So what do you think? Do you have empathy for the girlfriend? What do you think that she has going on? I
Hopefully-
think she was kind of clueless.
I think so too.
Yeah.
She might have been one of those girls that's like, "Ooh, I went to a fancy dinner," like this stupid kind of girl.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not her fault
had no
because
idea.
right. I don't think that
She
she
just
was
got invited
stupid.
on
I
a
think that she
date
was
and
just on a date and
going and having a good dinner.
And she actually was believing the manipulation that she was having a great time.
Probably
Look,
was like, "Screw this, I'm getting whatever I
he
want."
got what? Yeah, and he was the same way. And they got appetizers and they got the
Look,
steak.
I used to
and,
love when someone would ask me to go to dinner because I'm like, "Oh yeah," because I like to eat.
yeah.
And I'd be like, whatever. And I go by the old adage, like if you ask me to dinner, then you're paying. But if I ask you, like, hey, let's go get a bite, I know I'm paying.
So going back to this story, do you think character is built on the big decisions or tiny
Little
unnoticed ones?
The
Okay.
little decisions are what makes your character.
So why is that?
Because it shows your true colors. You could flash a credit card at me all you want and take me to expensive dinner, but that doesn't show me like who you really are.
If nobody found out in the situation, do you
He's-
think this would have been a different story? Would this even matter?
No, I think he's still a jerk.
Yeah, I really think the
Gross.
server was heroic to do what she did.
Yeah, but she shouldn't have done that.
I mean,
Dangerous.
I don't know. I think she was
Do you know
just
the
like,
okay, I'm gonna say this. This is one of my least favorite people to wait on. And if you've ever waited tables, you understand. I don't know if any of you have ever encountered this. On Sundays, if you work in a restaurant, a lot of people come after church. It's a form of tipping. A lot of churches don't believe in tipping, different religions, right? And that's their prerogative. That's fine. I would get left Bible scriptures about how if I don't stop waiting tables, I'm going to burn in hell.
Priceless.
Like really, really like, what's the word? Like vibrant ones, like hateful ones. But that's what I would get on Sundays. So
Wow.
eventually I stopped working on Sundays.
It gives new meaning to go in peace when they
True
say that at the
story.
end of the story. I also want to talk about, I lost my train of thought. Dang it. But anyway, all right, let's head to Panache. I lost it.
Every guest, every time. Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space, dedicated to guest comfort and devotion to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar by aligning with Aveda's mission. You gotta get Panache.com and get with it, boo.
I know what I was going to say. I hope that she didn't continue on with that relationship. I really hope that was the
Ew,
moment
yeah.
where it completely stopped. So interesting. I mean, this is the other thing I was going to say. I've worked in restaurants before
Yeah.
where if you didn't solve the discrepancy on the bill, I would have been had to pay for it.
Yep. I've had that happen.
Honestly, I am not totally against her going out there because I don't have the $100 to be able to cover this folly or this mistake,
Yeah.
let alone his entire bill, which was $289. I have worked in places like that. They're like, I'm sorry, they had a
Or
discrepancy
if
on their
someone
bill.
walks out and doesn't pay their tab, you end up paying for it.
Because then,
So bad.
they're trying to say like you overcharged the customers, and then
Right.
that has to go into dispute, which then they're going to garnish my wages. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would have fought for that, and
think it's like
regardless
a
if I had to
double-
get another job, that's the way the cookie's going to crumble.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into Is This News?
Okay.
We got 3 news stories in front of us, and we're going to be the judge and the jury and let us know is this news or not. First one is Bridezilla's Revenge or just bad business. Sonnies, I need everyone to gather around
Ew.
because this one feels like a wedding horror movie, but with invoices. So apparently, a wedding caterer in Michigan has been banned from the entire industry
Oh.
for 5 years after racking up over 40 complaints. And not like the chicken was dry complaints. No. We're talking like canceling at the last minute, taking people's money and not giving it back. We've seen that before.
Yep.
And adding random charges like a subscription service that no one signed up for. One couple allegedly paid $6,000
Jeez.
and then ghosted like a bad Tinder date. Another said the caterer canceled on the day of the rehearsal dinner. The day of the rehearsal? Absolutely not. Calling it deceptive and lawful, according to the Attorney General. So now refunds are being ordered, deadlines are being set, and this caterer is now on a 5-year timeout from all weddings.
Yep. So this is actually a huge deal. First of all, weddings are not just like parties, they're emotional, financial, and once in a lifetime moments. And this wasn't one bad experience, it was a pattern. Over 40 complaints. People were talking about trusting someone with one of the biggest days of their life
Right.
and getting left with no food, no refunds, and full on chaos. But this is why it matters.
We know this all too well.
I was about to say this sounds familiar. This is about consumer protection and accountability. And honestly, this is about warning people to do their homework before booking vendors. And if your caterer disappears, it's not just inconvenient, it's a full emotional collapse mid-wedding weekend.
I mean, we talked about that story in the fall.
They had another one recently with another club here in town.
I saw that too.
What is wrong with people?
It's the taking of the money that really bothers me, and you can't return it. You shouldn't be spending the money until after the event. Like, if you
Well-
make a deposit, you save that money.
I thought, doesn't it, in my mind, it works like an escrow account for like a mortgage,
Correct,
right?
yeah.
Or it should. Like if you're a business owner of a venue, if they book the deposit fee, that should go into the escrow account, right? For
Uh-huh.
the event. Each event should have its own. I don't know how these things
You're
work.
right.
But all I know is there's got to be a better way, and you don't cancel last minute.
The problem is
give them the freaking money back then.
they're robbing Peter to pay Paul in a lot of these things.
Well,
and
that's bad business.
that-
You shouldn't be a
that is
business.
very
you
bad
should
business.
be. You should be blacklisted for 5 years.
And I really think this story is newsworthy.
Absolutely.
Because there are so many vulnerable people out there that they
Mm-hmm.
see that just because it's a brick and mortar restaurant business that they have an establishment. honey, they can shut that thing down faster than you know. I would be very cautious about deposits and be very cautious about that fine print. I'm thinking news.
Yeah, 100% news. I can't. These people that do this kind of stuff really, really piss me off.
It really does. And the other thing is, especially the story that we were talking about earlier that happened in St. Augustine, is that it gets tied up so much into the attorney general and to the legal that it
You're
gets
never gonna get your
buried
money
into
back.
paperwork. And so, like, the whole issue, like those brides that
Did
we
they
talked
ever
about,
get their money back still?
not a single one of them.
Still no money.
And here we are. We're in April. And we talked about it in October. Not a single. As I still talk to these brides, not a single one of them got a freaking
Nothing.
return. That makes my blood boil. And they,
But yet the person's
state's
gallivanting
attorney was
around
all
town.
like, "We're investigating this." They actually asked me to stop talking about it so they could do a further investigation. Oh, stop talking about it? Great. That did no justice for nobody, and they still have
And
not
that
been
person
paid.
that did this is gallivanting herself all over the place. So anyway,
Guys, Sonny's, I'm talking $6,000. I don't know about you and your bank
I
account.
don't have $6,000 right
I
now.
don't have $6,000 either. But if I'm going to have a wedding that I'm saving up for, and this is like my
Yeah.
moment, you know how hurtful that is? We got to keep talking about these things and these shady practices. News.
News.
All right, moving on to number 2.
Yes.
Grandma said, leave the change on the dresser, boy.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lordy. All right, Sonnies, I'm going to need everyone to sit up straight for this one because this story just took a hard turn left at Life Choices. A 73-year-old woman is going viral after revealing she became an escort after spending 40 years celibate. 40 years. That's not a dry spell. That's a full climate shift, of course, also known as a barren desert. Now, here's where it gets interesting. She says that she spent decades disconnected from her sexuality due to religious beliefs.
Oh, Lord.
And then in her late 50s, boom, boom, enters the dating world, and suddenly she realizes, wait, people think I'm hot? Fast forward, financial pressure hits. She explores escorting. And instead of it being dark and desperate situation, it's like this gave her confidence, it gave her freedom, and it gave her life. And now she's doing it on her own terms, not for survival, because she wants to.
I know you're spiraling, guys, but stay with me because this is actually a really powerful story. First of all, this changes everything we think about age, sexuality, reinvention, who gets to decide when life is over.
Right.
This woman went from decades of restriction to discovering a completely new version of herself later in life, and it just wasn't about the money.
Granny does
She
down.
said it gave her confidence and self-worth she never had before, but let's talk about the bigger picture. We live in a culture that tells people, especially women, there's an expiration date on desirability. And she said, no, not today. So whether you agree with her choices or not, it's about freedom, identity, and rewriting the script.
I mean, look, she's not like she's going to be riding the hobby horse every single night. We're talking an escort. Like, she's actually going out and having dates.
it's like making companionship.
When I
Listen.
visited in Savannah, we were at a really nice restaurant. It was Brian and I, and there was an older lady with a younger man, and he obviously was an escort, but it was like you said, it was just for companionship.
Hanging
it wasn't
out.
like he was like, you know what I mean? It was like it was a chill moment.
Well-
so I'm not saying that she's like, parking the car in the garage every single night. You know what I mean?
No, I think sometimes too, it's not even about like sex. I think sometimes it's just like, I'm going to reinvent myself.
But I also want to talk about the topic that's underlying here. Why are we so uncomfortable having conversations about aging and sexuality? Why?
I don't know, because it weirds us out.
Why? Because these are absolutely people that are living their lives and just being who they are. I mean,
I give her credit for speaking
she
up.
found a freaking freedom in her
Leave her
life.
alone, man.
Celibate for 40 years. She wasn't doing nothing. And, she kind of was reborn in this moment, right?
I say, do you, girl.
I mean, there's
You
no
do you.
expiration date on a new identity.
No, but I get it. With women especially, we're told, oh, after like 50, you can't wear that.
Right.
You
That's
can't
not
do that.
right.
You're too old to wear a short, like crop shirt. Even
Are
if you're
there
in shape.
limits? Are there limits? And that I think society puts those limits. But if you find freedom, God, bust through those limits. Be yourself, child.
It's hard being a lady, guys. Let me
Oh,
tell you.
you a
and
bottom?
our audience will agree with me.
Right. True story.
Good
God,
Lord.
you a bottom. You're a
That's
bottom.
like those. It's like those women that do the face and they get all the face work done. They look like what's the term? Rich face.
Yeah, Miami face, not a new face.
Yeah,
God bless. I think news though.
I think it's
because
news.
I'm tired of us sweeping sweeping conversations about older and aging sexuality
Why can't
under
we
the
just
rug. Be
age how we
yourself.
want
You're
as
beautiful. You're a
ladies?
beautiful flower.
Let us age how we want.
All right, next up, lost and found and strangely calm about it. Sonny's, this story feels like it would end up in a dramatic music moment. Instead, it ends up with vibes. A 36-year-old woman goes missing during a trek and gets separated from her group in a dense forest. No phone, barely any water, no food. And she's out there for 4 freaking days. Now, I'm thinking panic, chaos, crying, survival mode, trying to start a bonfire with rubbing 2 rocks together. But later, she describes her experience as peaceful. All right. Meanwhile, I lose Wi-Fi for 10 minutes. I start freaking out.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
she survived by drinking stream water, avoiding wild animals, and just staying calm while search teams were out there looking for her day and night. And when they finally found her, she literally signaled them by shaking a tree. So I need to know, is this news or is this just the most relaxing survival story that we've ever heard in our entire life?
Okay, so this is actually pretty incredible. First of all, the woman survived multiple days alone in a dense forest with almost nothing. No phone, minimal supplies, heavy rain, wildlife all around her. It's not just luck, that's mental strength. And here's what makes this story stand out. She did not panic. She stayed calm, found water, conserved energy, and made smart decisions.
Okay.
That's the difference between survival and not.
It's really about the energy.
Yeah.
Because you're not wasting your energy on panic. Like I would be a hot freaking mess.
I would be like, oh my God, the animals are going to get me. I have to sleep on the ground. Where am I going to pee? There's no toilet paper. Oh my God.
So where she found that calmness was
That's
a survival technique.
See, I think I'm gonna say this. I think if we went out into the woods, say we got lost in the woods, well, we don't tromp through the woods very much, but I think you could actually survive out there. You're pretty crafty.
Okay.
I know I would probably be dead.
I don't know. Probably.
We would be a disaster,
I grew up. We did a lot of nature stuff.
I don't like camping.
We did a lot of that. So I guess I would be okay. I was a Boy Scout for 1 semester. I was a bobcat.
I am not a bobcat.
I could whittle.
I slept in a tent once.
Yeah.
Once. I'll never do it again. I hated it.
So what is the real point of this story? Why did you send this to us? What do you think? Why do you think?
Stay calm. And to be honest, sometimes being stuck somewhere without a phone might do everybody a little bit of good.
Right.
I think the fact that she was able to keep herself calm was like, all right, well, I'm stuck, so screw it. Let me just become Snow White and sing to the animals here.
So I'm going back to the morning show when we talked about that Survivor company, that tech
my
company that sent out
God.
those people.
That was a disaster. Those people got tricked, though.
Well, what's survival about? Is it really about physical ability, or is it about your mental state? I think it's mental. I definitely think it's mental.
100%.
I think that you will naturally gravitate towards keeping yourself alive and survival, but I think you got to keep that mental game sharp and chill
Keep
and
yourself chill.
focused. And you could survive 4 days in the wilderness with no phone or no water, and just drink some little Bambi moment.
God.
What would you do first if you were completely lost?
I was just thinking that.
What would be the first thing that you would do?
Yell really loud.
Okay.
I would do that.
And then when that's then you're wasting that energy.
But you know what? Well, that's what I would do.
Okay.
But then I would walk and find a stream, and you walk along the stream because the way the water flows determines where you're going to find civilization.
There you go,
I've
Magellan.
watched a lot of shows.
Excellent job. She went on a hike and accidentally unlocked enlightenment on that one. Do we think that's newsworthy?
Yeah, everybody chill out. You're going to get lost in the woods. That's more like Hansel and Gretel story right there.
I need some help, guys. I'm on the fence on this one. I need
It's
some
not
help.
news, okay?
Oh, you're already giving up on it. I
Yeah,
was
I
giving
know.
you a chance.
Okay, well, no.
Well, I'm on the fence. Sonny's, help me out here. What do you guys think? Do you think it's news? Do you think it's not news? Jane of the Jungle? What are we saying here? Let's go get some wine with Bin 39.
Yeah, let's have Katie help us.
I could make some grapes from wine.
1039, the hidden gem of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. This is your secret getaway to a fabulous time. It's tucked away inside the lobby of the St. George Inn, and this charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that's straight out of a dream at the north end of St. George Street. Their wine collection features over 85 unique gems, is a journey into the extraordinary. You'll find wines from both small and large producers. They're open daily from 8 to 8 and Thursday to Sunday from 1 to 7. You got to check them out. Bin 39.
All right, let's get into Hey Girl Hey horrible horoscopes. All right, we got Libra and Scorpio. I'm on deck today. Libra, you're first.
Okay, Libra.
Libra, you don't get stuck. You stall until the outcome no longer belongs to you. then you call it fate. You curate your life like a mood board, beautiful, cohesive, and completely non-committal. Your prediction, you'll watch something you wanted to go with someone who simply decided a little bit faster. Your action step, choose before you feel ready. You'll never feel ready. Your brutal truth is you're not preserving your options. You're avoiding responsibility for your own life. Your final warning is indecision is a decision. It just benefits everyone else but you.
Oh, that's kind of true.
Just make it choosy. Stop being fair and just.
Yeah.
Scorpio. Oof.
You're up.
You don't just hold on to pain, you refine it, you sharpen it, you revisit it, you keep it useful. You call it intuition, but it's pattern recognition fueled by old wounds. The prediction, you'll misread something neutral as a threat and respond accordingly. Your action step, pause before assigning your motive. Nothing is actually a setup. Your brutal truth is you don't trust your present because you're still reacting to your past. Final warning, Scorpios, you're not protecting yourself anymore. You're isolating yourself with better logic. Ooh, the complexities of being a Scorpio. All right, that's a wrap on this whimsical Wanderlust Wednesday. We chilled, we thrilled, we laughed, we thrived, and most importantly,
We survived.
that's right. What time are we back tomorrow?
9 a.m. with Maritza Roth. I can't wait.
Yes, and we've got some
good.
cool kids. I like tired children. We're going to teach you how to keep your kids tired. That'll be great.
Does that count
nap
for dogs,
time,
too?
nap time for everybody.
Yes.
All right,
Share the
Sonnies.
show.
Share the show. We love you guys.
Bye, guys. Share the show.
Share the show. We can share the show. Share the show.
Hit that little
Arrow. Share the show. Yes, we can share the show.
Hey.